This is 2 Clicks Out.
More stable braking. I mean, I blew it one time, but overall, when I would ease on, I didn't feel the big drop. It just felt smooth. I mean, it definitely went down, but it felt a lot more smooth. You know, I mean, I could just feel it more in the bars. I could just feel it better overall.
Okay, so you got a lot more feedback.
Yeah.
So you know what the front's doing all the time.
Yeah.
Some people like that, and some people don't. It's too much information.
It felt good.
So you're okay for that?
Yeah, I felt fine.
All right. Do you have a reference point now for where to turn in every time?
Yeah, I'm getting there, yeah.
Okay.
Where I'm shooting for now, yeah.
So you have that point to move it in, all right. In watching the bike on the far side, there's a couple of dips between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. The bike hits them and stays flat and comes straight back up.
Okay.
So I can see visually that the chassis has good balance front to back. The tire wear also shows that. There's no disfiguration of the tread pattern. There is differential wear on the tire because obviously on the right side of the tire here is where you're hard into the gas for extended periods of time, but on the left side of the tire, those corners are steady corners.
Yeah.
You're just slowly moving your way around and getting through it and getting out.
Yeah.
Now in the long corner in 1 where I asked you to just hold it and look through, did the bars stay steady?
Yeah.
Okay, then that will reflect what I saw out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the next and most important part, as we got one left, is that when you're feeding the gas in, provided that your exit point, that you're seeing your exit point and looking at it, from apex out, the bike should always go to the same spot, irrespective of how much throttle you give the bike. Obviously within common sense, you're not just gonna yard on it and go, you're gonna feed the throttle in. So what's key here is if the shock is too stiff or too soft, the more comfortable you get in getting on the gas coming mid-corner out, the bike may start to fade out a little bit and you may have to input the bike and bring it back.
Okay.
If that happens, I need you to stop. It feels like it might be just a little stiff to me. The tire wear shows potentially it is, especially in this zone here, with all these rat tails on the outside. Yeah, it definitely shows that. And there's some real, you can see how big these pieces are right here,
Yeah.
but they just wipe off. What my concern is this area here where it's getting chewed up. So I need you to do a stop anyway for a pressure check to make sure we're generating enough heat in the tire.
Okay.
So after your 3rd or 4th lap, if you can stop, we'll do a hot pressure check and then I can make a change based on that. What are you going off the warmers at when you go on the track?
I was told to set them cold.
Right, at?
29 and 18 to 19 in the back.
Right.
So
That's fine.
I went 18 today.
Okay. So it should come up to about 24, 25 hot is what we're looking for.
Okay.
If we're getting that pressure, great. If we're not, then I'll adjust the hot pressure. On your in lap, that means it's the same pace lap.
Okay.
Just that obviously follow the track exit protocol and then work your way in,
Okay.
but don't say, oh, I'm coming off and back out of it.
Okay.
And one of the things that is really critical where you're going to a new track is you need to be doing 85%.
Okay.
If you're at 100%, you're riding tight and you're not going to let the bike do the work. And you can't let the bike do the work because your body's controlling the bike.
Yeah.
The bike should be doing its own thing.
Okay.
So if you can back it up just a little bit within yourself, just give yourself enough room where you're going, there's my turning spot. Okay, I'm getting to it.
Go.
And you know you're there, you don't need to look at it.
Yeah.
So when I'm watching you ride, if I can see you come down to the spot, you know where it is, and you look, you'll find the bike will work much better with you.
Okay.
If you're trying to micromanage milliseconds of getting to that point, it's really hard.
Yeah.
If you're managing 2 seconds ahead, it's a piece of cake.
Okay.
Okay? All right, let's get this back. Grab your helmet and gloves. I'll roll it back for you. Yep. Rear tire's much better.
It feels better.
Feel like you got better grip?
Yeah.
You're actually starting to relax because you're getting tired.
Yeah.
Your shoulders are dropping and the bike's working much better because you're letting it work. You don't have the energy to fight it. So it's actually easier to ride the bike now.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I can't really work harder because I'm tired, so I'm just kind of going around, and it feels smoother.
Right,
you know?
because you're letting the bike work.
Yeah.
I don't want to make any changes. There's probably only 5 laps left.
Okay.
The tire wear's drastically improved, so go ahead, finish up, but ride with that, let the bike do the work.
Okay.
And look as far ahead as you can, because that's making a huge difference. You're not trying to micromanage here.
Yeah.
You're looking there.
I catch myself doing it sometimes, and I gotta look up.
So just keep it backed off, 5-10%, and just finish up the series of laps here and do the same thing.
Okay.
You know your turning point's there. You don't have to look at it. You know where it is.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Stay in this lane. The front end, there's plenty of room for braking yet.
Okay.
Almost too much.
Okay.
But that's okay, because you're warming up.
That's on me. I can push harder.
Okay. Tire wear looks okay. Are you happy with the way the bike's sitting right now? Are you ready to go?
I feel way better than yesterday.
Okay.
So, thank you.
Give him hell.
Yes.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
When you say there's more room, are you talking about the forks can compress more?
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
I need more speed?
No.
Or
When you're braking, and especially when you're racing, and this applies to both of you, you have to have enough room that if you're going for the pass, here most of the time that pass is actually not straight up and down braking.
Right.
It's braking to get into that zone, but then doing less trail braking than the other guy to get the wheel.
Okay.
The problem is if you're towards the bottom of your suspension, you trail brake, you're offline, and you hit a bump, and you don't have suspension travel left, it's
okay.
and what I want to make sure is, because when you race, all bets are off. You're going to do stuff you don't do in practice. That the bike has room to do specifically that. Okay?